Hello aspirants, I am again from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 26th of February current affairs. The topic taken from the Delhi edition. The topic is third language compulsory. In this topic, consider our GS1 salient feature of Indian society, diversity of India, and also consider our GS2 issues relating to development and management of the social sector, services related to education. In this topic, we are going to discuss about the what is National Education Policy 2020, what is Samhara Shiksha Abhiyan, what are the key mandate for the 3 languages policies, and what are the shortage of the qualified language teachers, what are the limited resources and infrastructure burden, poor learning outcomes, what are the basic issues in the schools, and what are the constitutional provision regarding the official languages for the union and the state level, and what are the safeguard for linguistic minorities, what are the arguments in favor of compulsory third language, in what are the arguments in against the compulsory of third language, and what steps can be taken to resolve the conflict between the center and the state government. These are the things we are going to discuss by today's news. First of all, why it is in the news. There has been a tussle between the center and the Tamil Nadu government, that is over the 3 language formulated schools under the National Education Policy, that is NEP 2020. The Union government has indicated that it is needed and also it is complied, that is will release the fund tied to the Samhara Shiksha Abhiyan. So first of all, the debate over whether the third language should be made compulsory in schools is complex, and also balancing the cultural integration, cognitive benefit, and also practicality. While multilingual education have a great advantages. First of all, the central government, that is a Tamil Nadu government, disagreeing over the 3 language rule in schools under the new education policy. The union government withholding the funds under the Samhara Shiksha Abhiyan from Tamil Nadu, that is a compliance about the 3 language formula. So for there is a policy disagreement between the Tamil Nadu government view the 3 language policy as a tool for the Hindi imposition and insist on the continuing with the 2 language policy, that is Tamil and English. There is a many financial leverage, that is a center is using the financial incentives to push the uniform adoption of the NEP guidelines across the state, that is causing the friction between central and Tamil Nadu government. First of all, the 3 language policy was first introduced in the year of 1968 to promote the multilingualism and foster the national unity. First of all, what is the key mandate? That is the first language is a mother tongue or the regional language. Students should know the mother tongue or the regional language is the main criteria. If, for example, the Kannada is the first language, the Karnataka, while Tamil is the first language in the Tamil Nadu. And second language, the Hindi or English. The Hindi speaking state students must learn English other than the modern English Indian language. In non-Hindi speaking states, Hindi is taught as a second language. For example, Hindi is the second language for the Kerala, while English is the second language in Uttar Pradesh. This is the main criteria. For the third language is a concern, that is another Indian language or English, that is in Hindi speaking states, students must learn the non-Hindi language, that is a Sanskrit. Non-Hindi speaking states, English is usually taught as a third language. So example, Sanskrit as a third language in Madhya Pradesh, while English is the third language in the Tamil Nadu. So students must know the regional language, English and Hindi. This is a 3 language policy. What are the difficulties to do the government schools face in implementing this additional language is a concern? First of all, there is a shortage of the qualified teachers. The shortage of the qualified language teacher. Many government schools lack the trained teacher for the third language instruction. For example, the rural Odisha, the schools often struggle to find a Hindi teacher, affecting the implementation of the 3 language formula. And limited resource and infrastructure, that schools lacks the textbooks, teaching aids, and also there is a language labs, making it difficult to provide the quality language of education. That example, government school in Bihar faces shortage of the English textbook, which leading to the poor learning outcomes. And also there's a burden of the student and poor learning outcomes. The many students to struggle and grasp the multiple language simultaneously, especially those are economically weaker background. That is a example in Tamil Nadu. The students from the rural area find it difficult to learn Hindi as a third language due to the limited exposure and practice opportunities. There's a many basic issues in the schools. First of all, the poor learning outcomes. That is a AS ER, that is a 2022 found 60% of the class 5 students unable to read the class 2 level, that is a text. Similarly, that is ASER 2023, that is a regional language highlighting that is a foundational literacy gaps, that is the inadequate public investment in education is one of the concerns that despite of the NEP 2020 that target 6% of the GDP, that actual spending of education remains is only around 4 to 4.5 percentage of the GDP. This underfunding that restrict the access of the quality resource. There is a many disparity in the funding allocations. That is 85% of the elementary education costs are borne by the state, while the center contributes only 15%. The fiscal imbalance create a unequal resource distribution that impact the teacher availability and infrastructure quality is less developed regions. Let's check what are the constitutional provisions that regarding the official language of the union and the states. First of all, there is the official language of the union, that is article 343, that is India is a Devanagari script is the official language of the union, that English was to be used as a official purpose for the 15 years after the constitution came into effect, that is until 1965. The official language act 1963 will extend its use indefinitely, that is alongside of Hindi, that the language of the state, that is article 345, that is a state legislature can adopt one or more language in use in the state or Hindi as an official language for state administration. For example, Tamil Nadu uses Tamil, Punjabi uses Punjabi. The Maharashtra uses Marathi as their official language. And promotion of Hindi under the article 351, it is a union duty to promote the spread of Hindi to serve as a medium for the all element of the Indian composite culture while drawing from Sanskrit and other Indian language. There is a safeguarding of a linguistic minority under the article 350 and 350b. First of all, 350a will state that the state must provide the primary education in the mother tongue for the linguistic minority groups and safeguard the linguistic minority. 350b, that establishment of the special officer for the linguistic minority to investigate the report on the safeguard. These are the main constitutional provisions. And also we need to know what are the arguments in favor of compulsory third language. That is, first of all, there is a cognitive benefit. The learning multiple language enhances the brain function, which improves the memory and sharpens the problem solving skills. And also there is a cultural integration. There's a third language promotes a national unity in multilingual countries and that fosters the appreciation for the different culture. And also there is a better career opportunity in the future. The globalized world, knowing the additional language gives the student for the competitive edge in the job and also higher education. That is an improved communication skill is one of the skill for the multilingual students often develop better comprehensive and also adaptability in the diverse environment. And also arguments against the compulsory third language. First of all, there's an increased academic burden. First of all, students already struggle with the heavier coursework, so it will add on the language and also create under pressure. There's a limited practical uses, that this third language is not widely spoken for a student. It may not be relevant to the daily life and also future career. The resource constraint is also one of the major problem in the government schools. And also there's a language imposition issue, that diverse countries making a particular language compulsory may lead to a resistance and linguistic conflict in the state. These are the main arguments against the third language. And also there's a steps we need to resolve the conflict between the center and the Tamil Nadu government. First of all, we need to promote the cooperation, federalism through dialogue, that to establish a joint consultative body to discuss the language policy and ensure the both regional concern and national goals are addressed. For example, Regular interstate meeting under the interstate council could facilitate the consensus of this language policy without coercion, and also grant flexibility in the implementing language that allows states to adapt the three language policy based on the linguistic diversity or educational capacity. So these are the thing way forward. Thank you so much.